Get your ass in here and sit down. Sit down. Don't take your shoes off because I'm likely to offend. But come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. We need to talk. We need to talk about something. It's important. Ladies, I'm talking to you today. Fellas, we'll let you in on the conversation, but I'm talking to the ladies today. If you don't know, I'm Root the Great. I'm Root the Great. You know what I'm really here to do? I'm here to help you. Okay? It ain't about you listening to me. It's about you listening to yourself. Because I'm convinced that if you can do that, the rest will take care of itself. Can you hear you? Is your common sense voice going off? So I want to read you something. No, let me find it up here. So young lady says, I need the 30 plus girlies to start telling us late 20s girlies what the F is up the closer we get to 30. I went to the doctor in a panic thinking I was at death's door. And she told me, wait for it, I was just getting older. In your late 20s? Ma'am, what? Now that's the appropriate response. Like question mark, exclamation mark. What you talking about, lady? I like that. That's a good start. And she went on to say that she's having random body aches, she's having weight gain, second puberty. I don't know what the hell that is. Sounds like some shit y'all done made up. You go through puberty. You've already gone through puberty. So I don't know what a second puberty is. She says, I'm excited for my 30s, but I feel like there is 100,000 miles on this engine. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Listen, y'all see that movie, Ghost? No, is it called Ghost? Yeah. It's like the early 90s. Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg plays the psychic that Demi is, going to see, and she's trying to catch the vibe, right? Like she's trying to figure out what's going on in her life, all these weird things, and Whoopi told her, Molly, you in danger, girl. I'm here to tell you, ladies, you're in danger. And you know why you're in danger? You see this book right here? Who Stole Feminism? But look at the subtitle. How Women Have Betrayed Women. That, well, I'm not even talking about the book. I ain't even talking about the book. But that right there. You've been betrayed by women. You've been betrayed by women doctors. You've been betrayed by women in the church. You've been betrayed by your mother, your grandmother, your aunties, your sorors, your BFFs. You've been betrayed. And I'm not saying the betrayal was intentional. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you have been led to believe, first of all, that being in your late 20s means you're getting older. You've also been misled to believe that getting older means you're supposed to get worse, that your body's supposed to start falling apart, that you're supposed to get weaker, and you're supposed to get slower. Body aches is a sign, baby. Weight gain is a sign. Your hormones are jacked. Why don't you fix them? You know what my response to this was, since she asked for 2 cents from those of us who've been around a little bit? I said, number one, you need to stop going to doctors who are unhealthier than you are. Number one, stop going to doctors who are unhealthier than you are. Or as unhealthy, either way. Number two, understand that most women are unhealthy. So you should stop listening to most women. Let's say it again. Most women are unhealthy. You should stop listening to most women. Look around you. I bet if you took a survey, just a mental survey, how many women around you are fat, overweight? How many of them are on prescription drugs? How many of them are on anxiety or depression drugs? High blood pressure, cholesterol issues. What? We can go on. How are they going to help you? How are they going to help you with health and wellness? They have meltdowns every damn day, every damn week. How are they going to help you? How can a sick woman advise you on health? How can a bitter and broken woman advise you on love? How? Lastly, I said this is a choice. There are two paths. There are two paths. Two paths. Pay attention. The first path is you're going to plan to change your diet and lifestyle. 1, 2, 3. Done. That's it. It's settled. I'm going to change my diet and lifestyle, right? Or there was only 2. Okay, whatever. Or maybe done makes it 3. It don't matter. Stay with me. You either going to plan to change your diet and lifestyle, or you're going to plan to live a life of pain, sickness, frequent visits to the doctor, multiple prescriptions, and multiple surgeries. That will be your future. This is not me being negative. This is me telling you what is up. What is up is your body is out of balance. You are sick and full of shit. And I mean that literally. Well, figuratively too. System is clogged up. You don't even have bowel movements every day. Coochie stanking. We got to do a whole episode on coochie stanking because I don't know who put out this word that's normal. Out of all the things to convince yourself of, why would you convince yourself of that? Why doesn't your common sense kick in to say no, 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 no? Look around at the status of the women you know. I ain't talking about looking around online. I'm not talking about reading no stats. I'm talking about looking around at the women you know. Look at grandma. We love grandma, but look at her condition. Okay? Look at mama. We love her, but let's look at mama and her condition. Let's look at aunties. Let's look at our friends. Childhood friends, college friends, sorors. Let's look in the church circles. How many women do you find who are healthy? If it's not many, why are you listening to unhealthy women? Why? Why are you allowing someone to tell you to look forward to the worst happening? Why are you looking for signs of degradation? Why are you looking for signs of decline? Why? Why would you say to yourself, now this one lady posted, and this is a powerful affirmation. This is a powerful affirmation. She said, basically, you basically will never look or feel like you did in your early 20s again. That's what you affirm to yourself. When you say things like that, it lets me know you have no idea your power. You have no idea what happens when you take a suggestion, because that's what it is, and you allow that to embed into your subconscious. And see, you turn the suggestion into an auto suggestion. See, once you accept the suggestion into your subconscious, it starts to replay over and over again. It's like telling yourself that this runs in my family. It's like telling yourself I'm big boned. It's like telling yourself that, yeah, I'm 30 now. Woo, having them back aches. Woo, having my knee problems. It is all bullshit. But because you decide to accept it, that's your future. Your future. There are signs. Success leaves clues, baby. Failure leaves clues. Health leaves clues. Disease leaves clues. And you're not well in your mind. You're not well in your body. You're not well in your soul. You're not well. That's what illness is a sign of. When pain shows up, it's for a reason. Why is it there? You eat like crap. You think like crap. And the results you get are going to be crappy. That's just kind of how it works. So my message, Les Brown says there are 3 types of people. There are winners. There are losers. There are winners. And then there are those who haven't figured out how to win. I'm really, really talking to the women like right there. You may not be exhibiting the characteristics of a winner yet, but winning resonates with you. Okay? Greatness resonates within you. You are looking at the environment around you, and even though that's where you are, nah, I ain't going out like this. I cannot go out like this. I will not go out like this. Ladies, you have to change your diet. I don't know why there's such a ungodly phrase to you. I don't know. But you're gonna have to change what you putting in your pie hole. Every day going to get Starbucks ain't gonna cut it. 800,000 calories, 80 grams of sugar ain't gonna cut it. Frate hate lattes ain't gonna cut it. All of the dinners, all the celebrations we go to, and people say, well, Rook, is moderation. It's not moderation because you do it all the time. So stop lying. It's not. And you ain't healthy enough to live like that. Don't tell me what somebody else in your family, your great grandma did, and she lived to be 110 and she drank every day and she was eating this or that. Well, you ain't her. She obviously was tapped into something you not. You ain't got that good yet. So you need to start with the basics. And although I'm in an interesting place where I really don't have a desire to talk about certain things, especially a lot of physical stuff, I just don't. Which creates somewhat of a dilemma for me. However, I understand the importance of the physical. I understand how I got here. How I got here was cleaning up my body. 2 words, diet and detox, is how I did it. After birth control wreaked havoc on my body, which it is wreaking havoc on many of your bodies. This is why by the time, yes, that you are in your late 20s, if that's what you want to call them, your hormonal system is shot, baby. You don't put a thrashing on that thyroid. So your metabolism, no, you are taking food in. Your body is not breaking it down, processing it properly. It's not able to use that as fuel efficiently like it should. And so, yeah, that's what you get. Then you're around other people who make being fat normal. So now you take that suggestion in, that implants, and that starts to embed itself as a belief. It ain't that bad. I just get fatter. Why the hell are you getting fatter every year like a toddler? Not even like a toddler, like you gaining weight like a growing adolescent or something. Like, why you having to outgrow your clothes every year and you 30 years old? That's unacceptable. You eat too much. You eat too often. You eating the wrong things. And you eating poorly in both directions, by way of the mouth and by way of the mind. It is what you believe about life and what it is that you're doing and you're not doing. And then you don't help yourself. Drinking wine. That's the ladies. That's like equivalent to guys when they posted pictures of their cigars and their brown liquor. You know, they got their watch. It's a little aesthetic now. Like, ooh, yeah. Bubble bath in my wine. Some women drinking a whole bottle a day. Every 2 days drinking a bottle. Even a whole bottle in a week. And you think you gonna lose weight? No, your system, you ain't good enough to rock like that. Don't give me examples of somebody else doing it. See, if you was good enough to get the results, living as reckless as you've been doing, you would be getting the results, but you're not. So what does that say? You have to do something different. If you're listening to this and you say, Brooke, I do all them things and I'm good. That's what I'm talking about, player. That's what's up. Don't stop. But the people who are not getting the results, the people who are, what life is not working for you. You're dissatisfied with the results that you're getting. And I'm here to tell you that what binds most of us in these women's circles is degenerate shit. Is eating poorly, is thinking poorly, is hating men, is hating other people. Everybody want to be like independent and free and all this other stuff. Why don't you free yourself from the influence of toxic women? Ooh. And not just toxic, co-workers or friends, like the people who closest to you, your family members. It's some decay. Like it's a curse. It's a curse amongst women. And it's almost like, at what point do you decide that I got to pull away from this? And I'm here to tell you, Molly, you in danger, girl. Because you're on the path, right? You're on the path to getting your gallbladder taken out, getting the hysterectomy, endometriosis, what is known or was known as the working woman's disease. They had to rebrand it though, because that hurt y'all feelings. Ain't that something? The working woman disease. Wonder why they named it that. All that aggressiveness, all of that anger, all of that hardness, trying to compete and, battle with men. Yeah. Womb issues, fibroids, cervical cancer. Don't you see what's happening? Don't you see what happens if you don't deviate? If you don't choose another path, it don't get better. That's not me being negative. I'm just telling you what it is. There is a path for wellness. There is a path for health. There is a path for exceptional living as a woman. Whatever you want, baby, you can have. I stand on that. If love is what you want, absolutely. If you want to be a mom, stop listening to all these bitter mothers. Don't listen to them. If you want to give birth, follow the stories of wonderful childbirth experiences. Why would you listen to worst case scenario? Why? You saturate your life with what it is that you want. You don't listen to no doctor who is telling you that this is normal. First of all, there's a big red flag. You go to a doctor and you're telling them that something is not right. And then they tell you, well, yeah, it kind of is. No, bitch, I'm telling you, something is off. My energy is off. Okay, I don't feel the same. I'm gaining weight. I'm in pain. You're going to tell me it's just because the calendar is moving along? And you accept that and you go back to that doctor? See, I don't blame the doctors. I blame y'all. Y'all the problem. Y'all the problem. No, I don't blame the doctors. I don't blame the pharmaceutical companies. I don't blame the medical industry. It is you. Because if you so big and bad, that's what women say. We got it all under control, baby. We run the world. Women rule the world. Why can't you rule your own world? Ooh. Ooh. Show me how good you are in running your world, keeping yourself on point, thriving, healthy and well. Don't show me that you so good at fighting against the world. Show me how well you are fighting for yourself. But you don't love self enough for that. It takes something to take your attention from the world, stop blaming everybody else, and look at your own shit. I want to hear about no other causes going on in the world. There ain't but one cause. The first cause. And the first cause is you. So miss me with any idea of feeling like you at death's door. If you feel like you at death's door in your late 20s, baby, what does your late 30s look like? What does your late 40s look like? Molly, you in danger, girl. Baby, you in danger. Something has to change. That's my message to you. You have to change something. And let me give you this tidbit, because I know in the angry woman world, there's this real strong, aggressive movement about hating men, being angry with men, resenting men. Let me tell you this. The longer you hate men, the longer you hate yourself. The more you reject men, the more you reject yourself. You will never be well. Mark this. Quote this. Okay? Rook the Great said it. You will never see a life of wellness. You will never experience a life of exceptional health, wealth, wellness, love, and peace while you war with men. Because what are you? You are man and woman. So the longer you hate men, the longer you hate yourself. See the imbalance? You going against nature. Nature is telling you that. Your body is giving you the signs. So you don't have to take my word for it. Forget me. Take me out of the equation. Your body is telling you something is off. And to convince yourself that being fat is normal, to convince yourself that your body holding on to excess waste, which is what weight is, excess waste. Something is wrong. Even if it's nothing else but a spiritual problem, there is something energetically, it represents a holding on, an inability to let go. That's what it manifests. That's the manifestation of that. excess fat. Why don't you address it? No, but you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna get into the little women's circle that tell you that it's all good. See, all of us are like this. See, don't worry, girl. Somebody like it, girl. Somebody like it. See, you see how you hate men, but yet men are the one who validate you? As long as a man like it, it's okay. Fascinating. Fascinating how that works. You can't hear yourself. What did that title say? How women have betrayed women. Listening to broken and bitter women try to advise you on life is the worst decision you could ever make. Listening to women who are not well be a sounding board. Letting them be a sounding board to your problems and advise you on the decisions you need to make. Bad advice. Bad choice. Bad decision. So, I don't know who this young lady was. Hopefully there was some good advice in the midst of all of the nonsense. There were some suggestions about changing diet, which has to happen. It has to happen. Like, it has to happen. Change your diet. And if you loved yourself enough, it would not be an issue, because changing your diet and changing how you think, you would say to yourself, this is for my benefit. And if it's for my benefit, it means that my life is going to improve because of it. Had somebody tell you, Rook, I feel sorry for you, because we're on day 26 of the 30-day raw cleanse we've been doing in the inner circle. So it's what it says. What it sounds like. 30 days, all raw, no cooked, fresh fruits and vegetable in its whole state. You can blend it up or do whatever you like, or raw nuts and seeds. What happens when you start giving yourself, flooding your body with good nutrition? What happens when you start getting in electricity, nutrients, enzymes? What happens? You don't know. You don't know, because you can't pull away from the donut. You can't pull away from the cheeseburger. And you can't tell your girlfriends no, because they want to hang out and they want to do the things that y'all normally do that you have recognized is really kind of detrimental to you. But you can't pull away because you don't want to be ostracized. You don't want to go against the group, because you ain't as independent as you think you are. Free yourself from the influence of toxic women. Free yourself from the influence of unwell women, broken women. I ain't saying that they a lost cause. I would never say that. I don't have the power to say that. Only they can determine that. But what I will say is, at a certain point, you got to decide who you're going to choose. You or them. You can love your mama, but if she's not well and she's not even aware that she's not well, what do you benefit from continuing to expose yourself to her nonsense? The number of women who have mothers who are angry and bitter and heartbroken, who listen to them advise them on their love life, is fascinating to me. Fascinating. So, like I said, the next video, I'll follow up. I want to talk about some practical things, anyway, we'll talk about some practical things. Start with the body. It is always the mind, but help yourself get back in sync with your mind, right? Help your mind open up. Help your mind reveal some things to you by cleaning up the body. You have to clean up the body. You have to clean up the body. There has to be a diet diet and lifestyle change, or else all the stories you hear from these women, all the issues they're dealing with, whether it's horrific PMS, horrific menopause, there should be no symptoms with either one. Here to tell you, no need for cramping, no need for pain, no need for hot flashes, no need for vaginal dryness, none of that stuff. But you believe that. That's what you believe. And you don't follow the women who are examples of another way of living. No. No, you're going to follow the ones who are not getting the results they say they want. The ones who have settled. This is the card life has given me. I'm a victim. I'm pitiful. And it is men's fault. It is the patriarchy. It is white supremacy. It's the system, on and on. Choose, my friend. Power or pity? Which one? Think about it. Peace.